The Arizona Sunshine welcomed the Disc Golf Pro Tour back from its winter slumber at the Memorial Championship last week in Arizona. Paul McBeth and Simon Lizotte came to play. Thanks for joining us. I'm Steve Hill of Ultiworld Disc Golf, here for Jomez Productions. We're going to walk you through all the highlights from the Memorial Championship. Picking up with action in the final round at Fountain Hills, we have Nate Sexton on the lead card, joined by Wysocki, who is 3 strokes back, 2016 Pro Tour points champion there. Joined by Simon Lizotte and Paul McBeth, who are tied for first place coming in the final round. Let's catch up with McBeth before the final.
Pretty confident out here on this course. I've played really well at it before, and really today it's whoever has the hot round is going to win this tournament.
Looking to get a hot start on that final round is Simon Lizotte. First hole, 390 feet with the water carry. Doesn't carry quite enough. He's going to get the red flag, starting with a bogey 4. McBeth, meanwhile, 4-time Memorial champion coming in, and that's how a 4-time Memorial champion does it. He's going to be safe with a little bit of a curl toward the pin, looking for the birdie. Connects, and that's a 2-stroke swing off the top. Coming to hole 2, though, McBeth finds a little trouble on his approach. Going to land right behind the one obstacle in the fairway, this pesky little palm tree here. But going to the straddle putt, as he's done all weekend, bang! Keeps pace with Lizotte. Heading into hole 3, Simon sprays it just to the right a bit, but keeps it in bounds. And then connects for the birdie on the elevated basket. Lizotte, in only his second tournament back after season-ending knee surgery, coming out strong as we head to hole 4. McBeth with that bright yellow destroyer we see him use so often. Clips the tree, another friendly roll. He's going to be looking at another straddle putt out from the tree. Wysocki trying to hang alongside McBeth and Lizotte through this round. Gets a little skip, a roll. And you heard the crowd, it's back in. Looks like Lizotte's going to take a similar line, but not similar luck. He's out of bounds. McBeth again with the birdie. And he is just extending that lead. Catching up on hole 7. Wysocki still 3 back. And that roll into the water is going to mean he is more back. Let's see if Simon can make the adjustment with his P2. And that's how you do it, folks. He's going to be ready for a tap-in birdie there. McBeth also with the P2. Clips that little tree branch and is just going to slow down enough to splash into Fountain Lake. He's going to have a 60-foot comebacker, and he cannot hang. With that tap in, we've got another 2-stroke swing, and we are back tied up heading into hole 9. Simon Lizotte going OB again, and he is going to lose a stroke to McBeth. That tie did not last long. Heading into hole 10, we've got McBeth taking a bit of a detour from Arizona, heading to Utah, because that one is in Park City. Great shot from McBeth. And Lizotte cannot keep pace, clanging it off the top. He is back 2 again. Simon, though, on hole 11, leaving his shot out a little bit wide right. He's got a long putt looking downhill. No problem. He had the putter going. The lead for McBeth is back to 1. We head into hole 13. Wysocki still 3 back of McBeth, trying to keep pace. Leaves this one just a bit short between the first and second circle. Needing to convert to keep pace, and just cannot get that one to stick. He's going to fall 4 behind of the lead. We head into hole 14 with McBeth's lead back up to 2. Lizotte, another birdie to keep pace. And McBeth getting a little wild here on hole 15. Watch it indeed. Simon gonna keep his right where it needs to be. McBeth looking for the comebacker to try and keep it up. Oh, just low off the so close with the PD2. He's going to end up in second place. And Terry Miller catches up with the winner post-round.
Sitting at 40 under par, rarely do you have the opportunity where you can just simply lay up the final hole and still come in a stroke with the victory. Congratulations. How's it feel?
I think it feels good. I mean, even laying it up on this last hole with 2 strokes is scary because you know they can put it in. It's a reachable final hole, so I took my chances, but Simon put it close.
Well, let's talk about Simon Lizotte. He's fresh off of the injury. He comes back and he proves he's picking up right where he left off.
Yeah, he came into this tournament with no expectations, and that's what I like to preach, you know, and people are like, how do you get rid of nerves? Just go in with no expectations. That's what Simon did, and he just played his game, and it worked out well. I mean, he was only, 1 back, so.
We caught up with Lizotte after the round for Ultiworld Disc Golf. Again, just his second tournament back from season 8 knee surgery. Here's what he had to say. 4 very steady rounds. I think I averaged almost 1060, so that's pretty good golf right there. Of course, coming up 1 short to Paul. I've done that a couple times in my life. It's all good. I mean, I kind of like that he won. He needed a win. I'm glad to be second. Second's a good finish. Let's catch up on all the women's action as well. Paige Pierce coming into the final round at Fountain with a 6-stroke lead because of shots like this. It does not get much better than that. But she's going to keep trying. Here she is again on hole 3 with another great shot. And she'll tap in for the birdie. Sarah Hokum on hole 6 trying to keep pace. She's in second place currently, going with the high hyzer. She's going to be about 50 feet out. Katrina Allen also taking the big hyzer route, and she's going to be even closer. Hokum hitting the nice birdie putt there. Now we get to catch up with Jessica Wiese, returning to the field this year after a shoulder injury kept her out much of last year. She's parked on hole 8. As is Katrina Allen, getting so close, but not quite close enough to keep up with Paige Pierce, who ran away with this event with a 13-stroke lead as she taps out here. And again, Terry Miller with Paige after the round.
I don't think that I will lose this year. The course might beat me, or I might beat myself, but I don't think I'll lose the tournament.
Bold statement by Pierce, not exactly outlandish. This is her 3rd big win of the season to start. Also of note on the women's leaderboard, Valerie Jenkins in her first tournament for Discraft, battling back to 3rd place overall. Flipping over to the men's side, we see Dave Feldberg and Ricky Wysocki tied for 3rd place. Wysocki originally owned that spot on his own, had a couple instances of scorecard errors on the tournament. Twice throughout the 4 rounds, he was assessed a 2-stroke penalty for scorecard errors. Normally hitting big putts like this, now getting penalized. Terry Miller again caught up with PDGA events manager Mike Downs to discuss the situation.
What we had was just a clear case of miscommunication. When the scores were being recorded for the final 6 holes for that second card, Ricky had been recorded as taking a 2 on holes 13 and 16 and a 3 on hole 14, when in actuality he actually got a 3 on holes 13 and 16 and got a 2 on hole 14. So after all that is all added up, basically what happened was Ricky was assessed a 2-stroke penalty on top of the correct score, which would have been a 45. So he did record a 47, which puts him from the top of that lead card now to the bottom of the lead card here in round 3.
Wysocki, commenting on the situation to Ultiworld Disc Golf, said, "Not only did it make the 2 strokes for the penalty, but it made the whole momentum of the tournament completely flip-flop, and I don't think I ever really regroup from that. It's not a situation I've ever been in before. I felt sick to my stomach when it happened, and I really could never, I'm not making excuses, but I could not snap out of it." Ricky's misfortune ended up benefiting this man, Dave Feldberg, in his first open competition back after spinal fusion surgery last season, looking strong, coming in at a 3rd place tie, keeping it in the fairway, hitting the putts when he needed to. Good to see Feldberg back in competition. As we take a look at Dave Feldberg's UDisc stats for the tournament, biggest percentage for him, Circle 2 in regulation, making sure he gets those 60-foot green hits where he needs them. Bringing you the best of the rest, these are the Hot Shots Memorial presented by Discraft. We're going to start it back with Feldberg. Do not try this at home, kids. That putter is upside down. Still gets it in for the birdie. We go from upside down to laying down. Leviska with the layout putt during the final round at Fountain. He came in 5th place overall. KJ Nybo, the Danish champion from across the pond, just keeping it out of the pond at Fountain in the final round. He tied for 7th place. Over on the women's side, Sarah Hokum with her Pro Discus Joker.
Putt. Oh,
It's a great shot during round 3 at Vista. That was Central Coast Disc Golf on the call. Nate Sexton back in round 1 with the big putt. We know the people love Nate Sexton. Nate Sexton loves it. Simon Lizotte back in the final round. Second approach.
Right.
That man loves his medal. Here we're back during round 2 at Fiesta Lakes. Will Shoestrick with a D3. The skip saves it. Everyone loves a skip shot and converts for the clean birdie. Speaking of medal, you know this man for the Albatross. Philo Brathwaite just cannot get it to stick. Gorgeous shot at Fiesta Lakes.
Hey there everybody, I'm Steve Dodge. Welcome to Innova Presents Standings and Stats of the Pro Tour. We're going to go through who's doing well, who needs to do well, why it matters, and how they did it. Are you ready? I'm ready. On the ladies' side, the top 3 make the semifinals in the Tour Championship. The top 9 make the quarterfinals. The top 15 make the cut and get to play in the Tour Championship. These points matter. On the ladies' side, you've got Paige Pierce, you've got Sarah Hokum, you got Valerie Jenkins. They've put themselves in position to be in the top 3. Let's see how they do over the rest of the season. 4th through 6th right now, Katrina Allen, Jessica Wiese, and Evelina Salonen. My guess is she's not going to be competing in many of these events, so look for Lisa Fakis to be in really good position to move up to that 6th spot. Rounding out our top 10, we've got Jennifer Allen, Zoe Andyke, Vanessa Van Dyken, and Melody Weibel. These ladies are in a really good position to get that bye into the quarterfinals. So jumping over to the men's side, we're just going to go over the top 8 guys right now, and these guys have put themselves in position to get a bye into the semifinals of the Pro Tour Championship. The top 25 get a bye into the quarterfinals. The top 50 make the cut. Anybody can go to udisclive.com, click on players to see where they stand. Paul McBeth, our winner at the Memorial Championship presented by Discraft, he is in first place in good position to make the top 8. Following him, you've got Simon Lizotte, Dave Feldberg, Ricky Wysocki, Nate Sexton, Cale Leviska, and Philo, KJ Nybo, and Eagle McMahon are in a 3-way tie for 7th. KJ's not playing that many Pro Tour events. Eagle McMahon's put himself in a good spot to make the top 8. Now let's look at people that need to make a move. These 5 guys, I'd look for them to make a move at the Waco Charity Open presented by Dynamic Discs. You've got Devin Owens, Jeremy Coling, Dustin Keegan, Johnny McRae, and Drew Gibson. These are the guys that are going to be hungry to get those tour points and move into the top 8. Follow those guys because they're going to be making some moves. All right, now we're going to quick run through some stats from the Memorial Championship. This is just the Memorial Championship, not last year. At the Memorial Championship, we had Paul McBeth, Simon Lizotte, and Ricky Wysocki, who all carded over 60% birdies. If you read our article about what it takes to win a Pro Tour event, 50% is the magic number, assuming you don't have any bogeys. Those guys cleared 60%, so they were able to be more aggressive and still put themselves in contention for the win. Keep it up, Ricky and Simon. You're going to be right there again. Another interesting stat that we've got Circle 2 in regulation. Nico Locastro actually led that stat at a staggering 87%. One problem for Nico, Circle 2 putting was lowest among the top players at 13%. If Nico can turn on his Circle 2 putting, look for him to be making a run at the championship at next week's event in Waco. And that's it for the Innova Presents Standings and Stats. We look forward to seeing you after the Waco Charity Open, presented by Dynamic Discs. Follow the Pro Tour. Thanks for watching.
We're back with the Prodigy Disc Hot Round, actually bringing you 3 hot rounds, all from the first day of the event out at Fountain Hills. Nate Sexton, Simon Lizotte, Eagle McMahon all went 11 down on the round. Let's take a little bit of a look at how it was done. Eagle starting it off on the first hole, saddling up right to the pin for an easy birdie. Nate Sexton, speaking of easy birdies, just keeps that win on the left side on hole 2. He actually went bogey-free throughout round 1. Catching up with Simon on hole 7, taking the same shot we saw during that round 4 recap, that nice easy P2 shot, and he'll just have a little cleanup for his birdie. Catching up again with Eagle McMahon on hole 10. He's going to leave that one just a bit short, but no problem. And a little bounce off the rim for good measure for his birdie. Hole 11, Nate Sexton. We like to call that a park job. He's just going to get a little lean in there and yet another birdie. Heading into hole 12, Eagle with the big hyzer shot, and it doesn't get much closer than that. Again, these guys were just carding birdies all day, and here's another big one. Nate Sexton from the second circle was 4 out of 5 on the day. His round was made by those big birdie putts. Eagle on hole 17, leaving it just a bit wide, rolls into the edge of the circle, and doing his best Adam Vinatieri impression, splits the uprights. It's good for the birdie. We're going to end the day with Simon Lizotte, again, 11 down on the round in his return, his second tournament back from season-ending knee surgery. Let's see what he had to say about the round.
11 down on this course. I've played really well on this course in the past year, so it's all right. I made some really stupid mistakes, but also threw some great shots. I'm pretty happy with that.
And that's going to do it for the Memorial Championship. Be sure to tune in this Thursday, March 16th at 4:30 p.m. Eastern as the Disc Golf Pro Tour moves to Texas for the Waco Annual Charity Open. It's going to be broadcast live on Smashbox TV. Until then, be sure to keep it in bounds. We'll see you next time.
And that's a wrap for the Memorial Championship. Congrats to our male champion, Paul, our female champion, Paige. We'll see you at the Waco.